So assalamu alaikum, Elwash right here again, Forex, and today's tutorial we're gonna talk about Fibonacci retracement. So there are some certain notes that I'd like to share with you about the Fibonacci retracement. So the note is it says Fibonacci retracement is created by taking two extreme points, usually a higher peg and a lower peg on a Forex chart, and dividing the vertical distance by the key Fibonacci ratios. So the key Fibonacci ratios here are the 23.6% Fibonacci level, the 38.2% Fibonacci level, 50%, 61.8%, and the 100%. So the most accurate levels soon the 38.2% and the 61.8%. So once these levels are identified, horizontal lines are drawn and used to identify possible support and resistance. So Fibonacci retracement, sometimes they are very used to draw support and resistance levels, and they are very accurate. Let's say for example, it's hard for you to find a support on some certain area, let's say consolidation ya yawa ko menene. So that is an Fibonacci retracement ɗinka zai help ɗinka identifying some certain support and resistance levels a wannan wajen. So a note about how to draw the Fibonacci level when market is on a downtrend, which means in tana ƙasa kenan. So we draw a Fibonacci from the top peak, which is the higher high, to the lower peak, which is the lower low. Then secondly, when market is in uptrend, which means in market tana going up kenan. So we draw a Fibonacci from the lower peak, which is the lower low, to the higher peak, which is the higher high. So yanzu zan yi ma demonstration about how to draw the Fibonacci retracement with MetaTrader 4. So zamu using ADJPY as first example ɗinmu. So na ce idan zaka zana from idan market tana going down, which means in market tana downtrend, zamu zana Fibonacci level ɗinmu ne from higher high to a higher low, which means from the top peak to the lower peak. So anan idan muka going back to previous some history aka ba, zamu ga range ɗin wannan ɗinmu, zamu ga range ɗin downtrend ɗinmu. So wannan point ɗin yana ɗaya daga cikin peak wanda market ta fara going down to. So zamu zana Fibonacci ɗinmu from this point down. So zamu da yi clicking nan, zamu ɗau Fibonacci retracement to we go down to Fibonacci retracement. Then we take it from there. So this screen na ɗan saman nan shi zamu dinga kalla, top left corner na screen ɗin shi zamu dinga kalla, zai dinga enabling ɗin hannu mai dinga zuwa inda ba za mu iya gani ba. So za mu dropping ɗin shi anan. So yadda za ka zana, you have to make sure that wannan wick ɗin ko in ce ma shadow ɗin su ne suka yi touching ba wai body ɗin ba. Ka kama yanzu a nan wajen shi kansa wick ɗin ne ya touching, sannan a nan ƙasa wick ɗin ne ya touching. So kaga levels ɗinmu ga su a nan, ta mana automatic leveling of our levels, ta ba mu automatic support and resistance levels. So yanzu our target here is mu ga wani retracement za a yi from this point to another point. So zan na using wannan a nan, zan using ya ke da suna wage a nan. Na gaya ma na yi talk about on the last video, na yi talk about wage. So za mu yi apply knowledge in wage a nan, mu ga possible breakout a nan wajen. So za mu danna shape tool ɗinmu, za mu ɗauko trend line, za mu zana shi from here, top trend line, za mu zana shi nan, sannan za mu ƙara ɗauko wani daga ƙasa, sai mu zana shi daga ƙasa shi ma kamar nan. Na gaya ma 2-3 touches su ne aka fi son ka yi amfani da su. So kaga yanzu muna da descending wedge pattern. So most of the time a descending wedge pattern, on our previous video na gaya ma cewa when market is in downtrend, which means muna descending wedge, always I'm looking for buying opportunity ne. From B out level to our TP2. So wannan da na sa start the B out da TP1 even setting ne na Fibonacci retracement that I would like to show you now. So in zamu duba wannan setting din, zamu clicking on this red line in ya highlighting, zamu danne shi sai mu ɗau pencil tool ɗinmu. Then we go to our levels. Kaga levels din nan za ka yi setting ɗinsu. Anan za ka yi setting ɗinsu, ka gan su nan. Saka ce start to be 0.0, B out to be 23.6, TP1 to be 38.2, even to be 50.0, TP2 to be 61.8, gas nan each and everyone. Idan ka gama, sai kai 7, sai ka sa done. So zai leveling ɗinsa a haka. So as I told you before, waɗannan ɗin levels in da suka fi zama very very accurate su ne da 38.2 level and 61.8. So always idan muna neman target ɗinmu should always be around first target ɗinmu should always be around 38.2. Should be our first target. Then our second target should always be around 61.8. Za ga na leveling is as TP1 and TP2. So I know what we'll be anticipating is a break above to TP1 or to TP2. If you are used to drawing support and resistance, za ka san abin da yake kira da strength analysis. Akwai abin da yake kira da, so abin da za mu yi kenan, if you are used to strength analysis, za ka san for this pattern to be successful, we have to make sure that AUD is very strong and JPY is very weak. So idan AUD ya zama strong and JPY ya zama very weak, so wannan zai enabling din price pushing up to our target, right? Sannan kuma, in order to know this, we have to look on AUD JPY too akan daily time frame, sai muga potential continuation. So this is how to draw Fibonacci from the top peak to the lower peak. So in za a ƙara ganin wani example wanda zamu zana shi again from top peak to the lower peak, sannan sai mai juya shi. So let's take USD JPY too. Let's take USD JPY. As you can see, market has been falling, and our highest peak shine nan point din. Sannan our lowest peak shine nan point din. So zamu zana Fibonacci din mu from this peak down to this peak. Sannan mai determination din next move to the upside. So zamu dau Fibonacci tool din mu. Fibonacci retracement. Zamu zana shi. We have to make sure that the body din yayi touching. Wick din yayi touching. Then sai me dragging in shi down to the lower peak. Lower low kenan. So anan zamu using again breakout strategy din mu muga possible continuation, ko ince possible breakout. So anan kaga what I'm saying is a triangle. So I'll take my shape to determine the breakout. I'll take my shape tool and then take trend line. I'll draw something like this around here. So now I will draw another trend line from the downside up around here. So perfectly in ka lura, wannan pattern din ya bamu triangle pattern, breakout triangle pattern, ya yi breaking out, ya da retesting, sannan yana going up again. And our target from here zai zama, if to say mun samu wannan yake da suna USDJPY din a time, our target will be around here, daga nan zuwa nan. From the retest point, nan kenan. From the retest point up to what? Up to our either TP1 or TP2, depending on your risk appetite, or depending on you, how you are able to hold trades. Are you a swing trader or what? Or you are a day trader? If you are a day trader, most of the time you should always look for 30.2, which is the TP1 for you as your target. But if you are a swing trader, you should always look for the TP2 pattern. TP2 target. So kaga anan kuma, for this wannan ya zama very very accurate. For this setup, very very accurate, we have to know that USD has to be very strong and JPY has to be very weak. So shine zai enabling din mu cewa muga market din nan ta moving up. Sannan we have to make sure that mun kalli daily time frame din mu muga possible continuation shima. So let's switch. Let's take let's see Euro AUD. Alright, let's see. Let me delete everything. I will do the thing again. So anan in ka lura za ga cewa market is going from ƙasa zuwa sama, from the bottom to the top, and our highest low, our lowest low shine wannan point din, sannan our highest high shine wannan point din. So zamu zana Fibonacci level retracement din mu daga wannan level din zuwa wannan level din. So zamu yi taking shape tool din mu. za mu ɗauko again Fibonacci retracement, za mu zana shi daga ƙasa. Nan shine lowest low ɗinmu, lowest peak da aka fara moving uptrend ɗin to the highest peak, and then our highest peak will be this point over right here, and you have to make sure that it touches the wick or the shadow. So it's a good example here is muna neman breakout. After mu zana Fibonacci retracement ɗin, always breakout za mu dinga nema a wannan levels ɗin. So kaga yanzu bara in kai ka previous a trend line nan, kaga idan ka zana breakout ɗinka a nan, muna da triangle breakout a nan, and na gaya ma triangle breakout could be a continuation either upside or downside, ko ina zai iya zuwa. So it depends, kawai determination ɗinka za ka ɗauka. Always you should always be going with scenarios, always go with scenarios. So the honest scenarios in su ne za su enabling ɗinka ka gane inda aka dosa. Ka ɗau scenario either up or down, sai ka ga which one is more likely to happen, then sai ka ɗau guda ɗaya. So kaga nan Euro AUD za mu ƙara neman breakout pattern a nan wajen, another wage pattern a nan, rising wage, za mu ƙara neman another rising wage over right here. We have another rising wage, and you know that right after rising wage, abinda target ɗin mu akan rising wage shine is a drop. So from here we target this drop from the breakout or from the retest. Okay, from the retest to our TP1 as our first target for a day trader, and then to TP2 as our second target for a swing trader. So amma again here, for this setup to be accurate or to be confirmed, we have to make sure that Euro is weak and AUD is strong. In a videos nan gaba da zan ma bayani akan strength analysis. Don't worry, you'll get to understand all these stuff. So za mu ɗau target ɗinmu from the breakout of this pattern of this wage down to our TP1 as our first target and the TP2 as our second target. So now we have to make sure that we check Euro AUD on the daily time frame and make sure that she minor is a potential downtrend for this setup to be accurate. So this is all about Fibonacci retracements, how I draw my Fibonacci retracement, and what I look on Fibonacci retracement, and what I look on H4. Again, abin da zan gaya maka dinga always remembering shine cewa ina zana Fibonacci retracements ina ne only akan H4 time frame. Sannan ina zana support and resistance levels ina ne only a daily time frame. Sannan on each time frame ina neman breakout pattern ne. Sannan ina combining strength analysis all together, sannan ya bani potential continuation or potential move haka.